The Southern California Thoroughbred Racing Circuit is back at Los Alamitos Racecourse with 2 great weeks of racing. Opening day is Friday, December 6th. First post is 12:30 p.m. The meet will include the Starlet for Fillies on Saturday, December 7th, and the Los Alamitos Futurity on Saturday, December 14th, plus 2 other stakes events for juveniles. And our on-track handicapping contest is set for Saturday, December 14th. You could win a seat to the National Handicapping Championship in Las Vegas. Our daytime thoroughbred meet opens on December 6th. The Grade 1 Champion of Champions on Saturday night, December 14th. It's the race of the year at Los Alamitos, with a field led by multiple Grade 1 winner Jericho, the outstanding Impressive, the Champion of Champions winner in 2022, Super Derby winner BP Cartel Policy, the nation's top mare Patty Saint, plus top Grade 1 winners London Toby, Just Good Wine, Shaker's No Secret, and more. The race of the year, the Champion of Champions, Saturday, December 14th.
Welcome everyone to the Los Alamitos preview show, joined this week by Christopher Wade. Chris, we're flying solo this weekend, just me and you, buddy. Michael Rona enjoying some time off, and George Duarte, he'll be back next week as well. But how are you, Chris? You are coming off of a tremendous consensus night. A lot of winners on a busy night of trials. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we love the 2-year-old racing, and we had 7 top winners that night, and a number of seconds and thirds. So our numbers were pretty solid there on a deuce trial night, and I just love the 2-year-olds, and we seemingly do pretty well with the babies. But we got some good races coming up. We got some trials for some Super Derby races coming up, and there's some good-looking runners going postward tonight. But this weekend.
Yeah, we got trials for the Southern California Derby on Sunday. 28 horses will be in action. 4 trials. Every trial will have 7 horses in each. But before we talk a little bit about the each of those trials, just a quick recap on what happened last Sunday. Fastest qualifier, Black Coffee. Tremendous win there for Black Coffee. Trainer Heath Taylor, just very impressive. He beat one horse that I thought was going to do well, Catching Waves in that race, and some others. Another tremendous runner, Lethal Cowboy, 1, 2, 3. How about him, Chris? From the outside post, winning just with a super time. And I think that's the one horse that Michael Rona thought could qualify with the fastest time. And when Michael saw those the final 8, he was like, all right, I got it. I'm going to get the fastest qualifier. Then the overall top time came, and he just missed it. Lethal Cowboy, 1, 2, 3, ended up with the second fastest qualifying time, just behind Black Coffee. But a great selection there by Michael Rona. My top pick for the fastest time, American Dreaming, the winner of the Golden State Million Futurity, did qualify. So she'll also be in the final, middle of the pack as far as her time was concerned. But all in all, a really good night of trials. Going to be a very good field moving forward here for the Los Alamitos 2 million. That's going to be on Sunday, December 15th. I did have a chance to catch up with a couple of the trainers. We'll start with Marc Jungers. What a season he is having. And then we'll follow it up with Jose Flores. He saddled Walking Tool to a victory in the trials. And that horse, Chris, he's still undefeated.
He's undefeated and basically untested. He hasn't really been asked to run. He's just got a ton of talent. And I just can't wait to see the big race coming up in a few weeks. It's going to be a great race. You got some quality individuals going closer, some horses improving at each subsequent start on Walking Tool. It's going to be one heck of a race. I just can't wait to look at those numbers when everything comes together.
Yeah, we saw him in the Asai Stakes, and he won that race pretty solidly. Then comes back in the trials to the 2 million, and a tremendous performance from Walking Tool. So first, let's hear what Marc Jungers had to say. His horse, Lethal Cowboy 1, 2, 3, is on the far outside. He does log out during that race, but we'll start with Marc Jungers talking about the type of season he has had. It's been a tremendous year in winning races at Lone Star, doing well at Ruidoso, and now here at Los Alamitos with horses like Asher. We'll see him in the Champion of Champions with Shaker's No Secret, and of course, Lethal Cowboy 1, 2, 3. That's the horse that he's mainly talking about in this interview, and then we'll go right to Jose Flores and Walking Tool. Here's Marc Jungers.
And now we've just been on an unbelievable high. We got lucky and qualified, Dead Heated for the Dash for Cash with Asher and her stablemate Relentless Eagle came back and each of them won their specific derbies. Oaks with her and the derby for him, and now we've got him hopefully qualified for the 2 million, and we've got one in the Champion of Champions. So what a heck of a end of the year for us.
Yeah, right now he's sitting in the second spot as far as the top 10 is concerned. So looking good with 2 trials to go. Kind of drifted out a little bit midway through the race. What were you thinking at that point?
I was kind of a little nervous because when he broke, he kind of ducked in and then drifted out a little bit. And but once he got laid out and leveled, he really come running. So yeah, it was. We knew he had a lot of innings. We'll see what happens. We're just blessed.
That's one of the things that stood out about him. That at 400, 440, he's just been so good.
Yes, sir. He loves the distance, and he could run down the racetrack. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me about the progress this horse has made now. 444.
You know what? He just real professional all the time and does everything right. Up to now he's done everything right. He's got big competition. Against this Cowboy horse. And then Brown Coffee, which him and my own is bred. Silver Racing Farm. We bred him. And he's really a nice horse too. So it's all gonna come down to that night. Hopefully he can continue that path. Just keep improving every time like he has. And if he does, maybe we'll see great things from him coming to the 52.
Yeah, the Buhandas, right? They're part owners of Walking Tools, the breeders of Brown Coffee.
Well, it's Silver Racing Farm. One of the brothers is, and they have good horses, and it's really a good breeding program, and they keep breeding these horses, and for the market, and we need these kind of horses, so it's good for everybody.
So that was Jose Flores talking about Walking Tool, and we saw that replay, Chris, of his victory on the night of the trials. What did you think of that race?
So very impressive. He broke well, did everything, like he said, did everything professional, a big body runner, was starting out very, very strong, wasn't asked to run a step in any of his races for that matter. So just loaded with talent, a great breeding program, and had going to have a big look in the deuce a couple of weeks hence.
Yeah, 10 outstanding 2-year-olds will be going. And we did have a shake for that 10th and final spot in Jose Flores, a horse that he trains, a Political Chilitas, who we saw in the Golden State Million Futurity, won the shake. So he'll actually be saddling 2 runners in the big race, the Golden State, the Los Alamitos 2 million final, December 15th. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back talking about the Sunday night card here at Los Al.
The Southern California Thoroughbred Racing Circuit is back at Los Alamitos Racecourse with 2 great weeks of racing. Opening day is Friday, December 6th. First post is 12:30 p.m. The meet will include the Starlet for Fillies on Saturday, December 7th, and the Los Alamitos Futurity on Saturday, December 14th, plus 2 other stakes events for juveniles. And our on-track handicapping contest is set for Saturday, December 14th. You could win a seat to the National Handicapping Championship in Las Vegas. Our daytime thoroughbred meet opens on December 6th.
And that's right, Chris. Just a few days away from opening day of the thoroughbred meet here at Los Alamitos, our 3rd and final meet during the season of the short boutique meets. And this is one of the fun ones because we have the Starlet on Saturday, December 7th, the Soviet Problem on the Sunday, right after the Starlet. And the following week, which is the closing weekend of that meet, we have the Los Alamitos Futurity on Saturday, followed by the King Glorious on Sunday. So as far as the weekend dates are concerned, action-packed because they're double headers here at Los Al. Daytime racing followed by our nighttime program and stakes race on each one of those programs. And of course, on that second weekend, Los Alamitos Futurity during the daytime, a handicapping contest, and then at night is the Champion of Champions. The following Sunday is the King Glorious and closing day of that meet. And then is the Los Alamitos 2 million Futurity, where we'll see Black Coffee, Lethal Cowboy 1, 2, 3, Walking Tool, American Dreaming, all those top juveniles. So it's going to be a fun, action-packed way to enter December. And then after that, we close out the meet here at Los Alamitos, December 21st and 22nd. And speaking of that, we will have trials, of course, this Sunday for the Southern California Derby, because on that closing day of the quarter horse meet, December 22nd, that's when the final will take place. So let's go ahead and bring up the past performances for the Sunday night card. 28 runners, 28 sophomores here in the in the trials to the Southern California Derby. We'll kind of go through these Derby trials. Remember, 7 in each one of these trials. There's race number 5. The trials will consist of races 5 through 8. And this one has a rematch between number 1, He's a Good Reason, and number 3, Southern Divine. They hooked up on the night of trials to the Los Alamitos Super Derby, and He's a Good Reason defeated Southern Divine on that night. Unfortunately for either one of them, they didn't advance to the final, but it'll be fun to see them hook up once again. This time, He's a Good Reason draws the rail. He's drawn the rail before and ran third against AB Wow in a pretty good allowance race. Southern Divine ran second in the Los Alamitos Oaks, then went to Oklahoma and New Mexico and competed in other trials over there, a couple of other Oaks that are held in those states. But those are the 2 headliners in this trial. There is Cheater. Acapulco Bay ran a really nice debut race here at Los Al, and a second outing here at Los Al on November the 9th, picking up a victory there. Relentless Coronado, an Optical Illusion, a horse that is always in contention in all the big races here at Los Al. Anything that stands out in this trial, Chris?
Well, it's a closely matched affair. Southern Divine ran a very good race. He's a Good Reason, was drawn better, drew the out farther 8 hole in the last post, and got the victory to spice up that late pick 4 nicely at a nice price. And of course, you got Cheater, a horse with a good amount of talent, but always seems to find some trouble along the way. And of course, the outside runner, Optical Illusion, I give the horse many chances. He always seems to find trouble. But with an outside post, it very well could be a factor to grab a slice of the pie without a shadow of a doubt. So it draws well, outside post, and gets 400 yards and has a look to grab a slice.
Yeah, he's actually drawn outside post prior in his career. In fact, he drew it in the Los Alamitos 2 million Futurity. He was the number 9 horse in this 9-horse field, and he ran a tremendous third. 25-1, and he actually qualified to the Los Alamitos 2 million from the outside post number 9. So he's been on the outside before, and he's done well from that position. Here's race number 6, and the big name in this one is indeed Stanley Cartel. I think that this night of trials kind of revolves around this horse, even money here, and he's coming in after running a very surprising 9th in the Super Derby. A lot of us thought that he was going to be one of the top contenders in that race after winning his first 5 starts. So what do you expect to see from Stanley Cartel, Chris?
Well, he wasn't standing very well. He lost all chance away from the gate. He's a speed horse and didn't get away at all whatsoever. He was, they said he wasn't standing very well. He broke slow and was bumped back and lost all chance. But I expect him to run back to his previous efforts where he breaks well and he's a long strider and he's got a stack of talent and he figures triple tough to deny in this trial. He'd be my top choice in this particular affair. Run back to his prior fix. Just throw that last race completely out up against quality opposition, and should be back to his old self there as our top choice in that trial.
Yeah, and every one of these trials has some big names. Here's a couple of other big names in this race number 6. Political Rivalry, a 2-time Futurity winner last year. Cowgirl Up ran third to the outstanding BP Cartel Policy in the Grade 2 Golden State Derby. Political Rivalry has not raced since August 17th, has only raced 4 times this year. Still looking to see him run to that same level that he ran last year. He is coming into this race after what I thought was a pretty solid workout, and I do have this gate work here. Let's see if I can bring this up. Here's his gate work for Political Rivalry. He's going to be on the inside, while on the outside is Kiss My Wine, another really nice horse, and you'll see Political Rivalry here. He is going to work with the flipping halter in this one, and I thought he did a nice job leaving there nice and clean. Kind of gets floated in a little bit by the outside horse, Kiss My Wine, but I do like the fact that they're not really pushing him very much right here, and he is looking very professional, handling that pressure, no problem. In fact, you can kind of see him looking right at Kiss My Wine as they're going down the straightaway, and he will actually finish ahead of Kiss My Wine in this drill. As usual, nice gallop out there from Political Rivalry. So
That was a very, very nice looking drill there. Never asked to run under a hold, strode out strongly, and galloped out well.
Yeah, we'll give it one more look, especially to that initial part. Again, he was kind of playing around a little bit with that flipping halter, but handled it really nicely. And he would have run, I thought, a pretty perfect straight race, if not by the Kiss My Wine kind of crowding him a little bit right there. So, all right, that will be that's the gate work from Political Rivalry. And that happened November 13th. The time on that one was 18 flat for both of them. So let's go ahead and move to race number 7. And here's a filly rocking with energy. George Duarte has been all over this filly a few times. She's going to be 7-5 in this race. She was so good on the Night of the California Breeders' debutante. She was so good in the Just an All Love handicap against fillies as well. Both of those stakes wins by daylight. Here's a couple of other runners. Attack did post a gate work, 12.4. La Famosa Vaquera has had some nice efforts, has won twice this meet. Speaking Famous, another runner that loves to qualify to derbies. He's already been to 3 derbies this year. Pussy won a regional challenge here at Los Al, then went to the Downs at Albuquerque and ran 4th in that final. That was a $167,000 race. Ready for it. Runner-up in the Winter Derby, runner-up to Unrelentless in the Town Policy. He figures to be one of the top contenders in this race. In fact, let's take a look real quick. Yeah, they faced each other, Rocking with Energy and Ready for It in the Winter Derby, and Ready for It got the best over in that race. What stands out, Chris?
Well, the Rocking with Energy race, he was just so very, very impressive in that last affair. Runs his best races from either the inside or the outside. That's the only concern. But with the ability this horse has, this horse just needs a clean start to be definitely the one to beat in this trial. Of course, Ready for It draws well, has beaten the aforementioned Rocco with Energy prior. The outside post gives this horse a nice look at the outcome with a clear path expected. And then, of course, if we see a horse who got had an A workout going into his last race, but got very fractious and broke through the gate. So then you throw that race completely out, you go back on the drill, and some of his prior efforts gives this horse a look to grab a slice of the pie. Add a little bit of a price there as well.
Okay. Ready for It is 2-1 on the morning line. Let's go to the final trial race, number 8. Another evenly matched group, Silverback, running the Oaks, finished 5th in that race, again against Asher and Southern Divine. Double down 1-3, a stakes winner as well in that really good field of the Oaks. Freddie always seems to be right there in the top 3, 6-1 on that morning line. Kevin's Wise Corona coming off of a nice allowance, a horse with a lot of stakes experience as well, running the Edberg Million last year. By the way, it was Rocking with Energy who ran 2nd to Political Rivalry in last year's Edberg. Just Dream, SC Time to Run. Interesting horse. Won the El Primero earlier this year, won the Heritage Place Derby, then at Oklahoma, ran in the trials for the Super Derby, didn't qualify, but they brought him right back and tried to qualify him to the Champion of Champions. In the Z Wayne, just missed making the Champion of Champions field, but now goes to now has an opportunity to come right back and run in these trials. So the horse, by all signs, is ready to run, just trying to put it all together so he can go after a big money race. I see Time to Run at 3-1. Change happens at 6-1. And the how about F7 MFS Cheerio at 2-1. The favorite in this race after running 4th to Unrelentless. Ready for It and Remember John. He was next in line in that race, but some trouble that MF Cheerio had to deal with in that race, right, Chris?
Yeah, certainly had some trouble. He had an excusely fairly outside post, so definitely promote this horse's expected clear path and show the ability that we know this one does have. So the outside post definitely helps. But I'm going to go right back to the SCA Time to Run. Horse coming back in 14 nights. I like it when they come back quick, and this horse definitely has a look to be one of the big factors in the finale.
Yeah, he's going to have a pretty busy schedule from October the 20th until, if he qualifies, December 22nd, running 4 times at 400 yards. But like I mentioned, he likes this distance. Every single one of his starts this year has been at 400 yards, other than that February 3rd race when he won at 300 yards. So from that point on, he's been pretty much focusing at 400 or 440, and he always seems to run a good effort. He needs to have a clean trip, though. He needs to have a good start, clean trip, and he'll be pretty tough in this one. MFS Cheerio, another top contender in this the final trial to the Southern California Derby. SC Time to Run, by the way, owned by Dunn Ranch, and they won this race last season, and they have some really nice runners overall in these trials. Stanley Cartel is a horse that they co-own, and Southern Divine is another one that they own as well. So those are the trials to the Southern California Derby. I know that you have, Chris, a horse to watch on Sunday night.
Yeah, it's one of those horses I keep giving chances. The talent is there. The horse got a good amount of talent, just needs a clear path to be a factor at a nice price. 6-1 on the program. That's in race number 4. Famous Cartel Jesse had a ton of trouble in his last race against quality opposition. Now against Allowance Company. It was trial competition last time. Now against Allowance Company. So if this horse gets away clean, I know it doesn't look very good on paper, but believe me, there's a good amount of ability, and with everything factored in, his numbers are pretty good. Comes out of Just No Love, and didn't get away very well, but was behind horses and loaded with run. The final half to be a better look 5th in this stakes race on November 9th.
I have the race right here ready to go, Chris. So it's a full gate right here. 10 top fillies in this in the Just No Love. Remember, Rocky with Energy is the winner in this race. But tell me about your runner. Where's she breaking from? And we'll play it and let you go through the race.
Yeah, she broke from post and break. Rocky with Energy to the outside, the clear path. But just famous Cartel Jesse broke from post number 8 and was getting a little rambunctious in the gate. Didn't get away very well at all whatsoever. Broke very slow. And kind of back bobbled in with cross, slow into stride, and getting dirt in her face, and basically angles out. Baby Love tapped a few times midway, but was striding out pretty well the final half of the affair. Look at the horse striding out pretty strong right here against quality opposition, against beat like a length and a half versus the horse that was second there, who had a perfect trip. And of course, Rocco's Energy, tons and tons of talent, just a clear path expected for that outside post. Puts this horse in the mix no matter where she's from. But she was a well-deserved 1-2 favorite. But this horse ever gets away in halfway decent fashion, this horse could run to a nice number on my charts and post an upset there in that 4th event, closing out that early pick 4.
Yeah, we have to remember that this filly ran in some big futurities last year there for Johnny Trotter, owner Johnny Trotter. And again, was facing a tremendous group of runners. The winner of this race, once again, Rocking with Energy, winning this one by daylight. But you can see right there, nice finish there from Chris's surprise selection to win race number 4. There she is, famous Cartel Jesse. You're going to get 6-1 on the morning line there for famous Cartel Jesse. Erasmo Gasca and Jose Flores teaming up with this nice filly by Mr. Jess Terry.
Yeah, Rasmus is popping with some prices as of late, so let's get her done one more time with the price for Mr. Gasca.
Thank you so much, Chris. It's going to be a tremendous weekend of racing here at Los Alamitos as well. 8 race cars, both on Saturday and Sunday, 6 p.m. first post on a Saturday night. You can run. Winner of the Go Man Go handicap a few years ago, back in action. Looking for a nice victory on Saturday night, and of course the trials to the Southern California Derby here on Sunday. Thank you so much, Chris. Looking forward to seeing your work all weekend long here on Losa.
Yeah, we got some good ones going post for it, and got a price on Saturday in the first race, kind of a price look there. Daddy is going to give it to me. Horse had a look off a troubled trip down south, comes to Los Alamitos with a better trip expected and could be a nice little price play in the Lid for on Saturday.
Yeah, all of Chris's selections, not only for Los Alamitos, but also for all the simulcast quarter horse races that we bring from around the nation are always available at losalamitos.com, because we have so much more there to offer for your handicapping enjoyment. We give you a lot of things to help. Joey Quarters, Place Pick All, selections are there, and of course you can always check out George Duarte's selections in the Nightlines program, and those are available at losalamitos.com as well. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the show. Hit the like button. That helps us out a lot. Leave some comments, okay? We're going to start looking for some comments. We have some hats to give away, and we're going to do some contests for those that place comments there on the show. Thank you, Chris. Have a great day, and thank you to all the viewers.
Thank you. Guys, have a good week. See you on Saturday night.
The Southern California Thoroughbred Racing Circuit is back at Los Alamitos Racecourse with 2 great weeks of racing. Opening day is Friday, December 6th. First post is 12:30 p.m. The meet will include the Starlet for Fillies on Saturday, December 7th, and the Los Alamitos Futurity on Saturday, December 14th, plus 2 other stakes events for juveniles. And our on-track handicapping contest is set for Saturday, December 14th. You could win a seat to the National Handicapping Championship in Las Vegas. Our daytime thoroughbred meet opens on December 6th. The Grade 1 Champion of Champions on Saturday night, December 14th. It's the race of the year at Los Alamitos, with a field led by multiple Grade 1 winner Jericho, the outstanding Impressive, the Champion of Champions winner in 2022, Super Derby winner BP Cartel Policy, the nation's top mare Patty Saint, plus top Grade 1 winners London Toby, Just Good Wine, Shaker's No Secret, and more. The race of the year, the Champion of Champions, Saturday, December 14th.